Hello! Warm welcome to all the Boys and Girls Club members and families. This is Katie Wiemet from the Jordan Boys and Girls Club, and today I am very excited to teach you an activity of building fairy or gnome houses. This is a fun activity that I learned about from the Audubon Society and a great way to get outside and enjoy nature. So a couple things that you're going to need are maybe like a plastic bag or a little box that you can collect some natural items in. And then you probably want a second plastic bag or garbage bag that you can put on your table or workspace, especially if it's inside, so we're not making a mess. Any outdoor space will really do to collect the items to make your fairy or gnome house. So even if there's just like a small area outside of where you live with a couple trees or a little garden, that works fine. Or if you and your family are able to walk to a local park, that is also great. So the whole object is for us to find natural items that we could use to build a little house that a magical creature that we could imagine would enjoy living. So here are some ideas of things you can collect that I've collected in a backyard space. Okay, so here is a pile of some stuff that I have. You can see there's some rocks from outside. Those make great little pathways or chairs. Twigs work great, right? You can use them as the base of your house, the structure. You can really build them up into anything. So lots of little twigs of different sizes and variety work great. This time of year, there's a ton of dried leaves. Those are awesome. They can build up your house. They're also soft, so you can use them to make little beds or chairs. And then besides stones, twigs, and leaves, you can also look for unique stuff that you might find in nature. So things like tree bark is really cool, or I really like these pine cones. I think that they're neat, so I used a bunch of those. But anyway, once you have all of your materials, just go through and get as creative as you want. Remember, these are your imagined magical creatures, so they can live in any kind of house that you can imagine and build. I already spent a little time building a fairy house, and so I'm going to show you one example of something that you can make. Okay, so here is my little fairy house. You can see I made like a little dome for the house that my fairy's gonna live in, and there's a bed inside with tree bark and seeds and a fun little decoration. I thought that it could have a flag so all her friends would know where she lived, and maybe a garden and place where her little fairy dog could hang out. So that's just one example of a fairy house. But you can be super creative and make whatever you want. I hope you have a great time both finding your building materials as well as making your fairy house. And have a great day out in nature.